And the first thing we're going to do tonight is introduce you to your TCI President, Ms. Megan Lugans.
Bend over to the microphone. All right, well, first thing I wanted to do is is it still working?
I hope so. It's the only one we got.
Wanted to introduce members of our executive board that are here this evening. Some of you met them in the delegates meeting and the workshops. And they are Linda Gray, our Executive Vice President, Publicity. Linda, would you stand up? And Maggie Anderson is here. Ms. Palmer, National Coordinator for Billy Jean. They've done a great job. Neither one will be on the board next year, so I want to be sure they get lots of thanks. We did, at the delegates meeting, elect new officers, and I want to introduce them to you now, in case you hadn't heard. Our new Executive Vice President of Publicity is Walter Nerog. Our Vice President of Membership wishes she could be here tonight, but she's not, and most of you know Nancy Jacoby. We're grateful to Nancy for joining our new finance board. Our new finance officer is here tonight, Harry Lehman from Sacramento. Let's see, who am I missing? Our new secretary will be Jenny Mills. Our new editor will be Jim Mixon. He's not here tonight either, but we know he can wield a pen. Or so. What else? The delegate meeting. Most important thing we did. What's that? Oh, you know, it's weekend. Thank you. And I swear next year I'm not going to drink as much tequila the night before this party. Okay. One of the things we decided at the delegates meeting was to go ahead and have a Men of TCI calendar 2010. So I just want to be sure that you all pick up a little form so that you know where to send your pictures. Guys, start thinking about your new poses. And I'm pretty sure that Laura Cochran will be more than happy to shoot anyone tonight, tomorrow, whenever you're ready to raise more money for National Marquette Foundation. We sent them a check for $1,500. And that's because of 38 of our incredible guys who sent pictures of the great sports. You know, I didn't see this when I wrote it. Okay, the glasses are good. One of the things we decided in the workshop this week was that part of the problem that people don't know what's going on between our clubs is that we don't send out hard copy newsletters to each other anymore. So Jim Nixon has agreed to put a site at the MSC where we can post all of our electronic newsletters, and only guaranteed members of TCI can go there and get all the facts about what we're all doing in each other's clubs. No more newsletters to drag around to parties and pass around, but anybody can look at their leisure, so that should be really helpful to keeping our family together. Okay. This is important. We were down to 53 clubs, and as of the delegates meeting, we're up to 55. So we have 2 brand new clubs to welcome into our TCI family, and they are represented by Frank Sacona's Southern Connecticut Tall Club. And we don't have anyone here tonight from the new Kansas City Skyliners, but they've increased our family to 55 clubs. And I'll be happy to feel welcome. Tall topics. we didn't have anyone at the workshop or at the delegates meeting come forward, but since then, Laura Cochran has been willing to accept the job, so everyone's please invited to let her download your photos before you leave. She's got her computer, and she's got a universal card reader, and she promises it'll be out before the 31st of December. Although I hope you all got the one that Jane put together for last year. It's beautiful, full color, and she gave you all a CD of all the photos too. So she was trying to make up for being a little bit late. Biggest issue of all this year was the rewrite of our bylaws, which have grown big and redundant and complicated. Last year, we asked Oliver Gruder to have the committee to rewrite the bylaws, and we were happy to be able to pass those changes. Bill Maley, excuse me, our bylaw administrator, said he'd be happy to explain a little bit about the value of that effort. So, Bill, if you have a mic, you can tell him about it.
Thanks, Megan. Obviously, those of you that have been to delegates meetings in the past or who have simply tried to find an answer to something in our bylaws know that they have long been cumbersome, sometimes a little redundant internally, but they also contain a lot of important TCI lore and history. So, as Megan noted, she did ask last year Oliver to put together a draft of bylaws with the goal of simplifying them, and yet retaining that sort of essential history that really means so much to all of us as members of TCI. Oliver put together a draft, and we all owe a real debt of thanks to him because he worked very, very hard in putting that together. Between that time and the delegates meeting, Oliver, Megan, and I did some more work trying to, even further tighten them up, and they were presented to the delegates meeting, at which time the delegates again did a little bit more tightening up, and that was great work. The delegates passed those bylaws. We hope that they will provide the basis for all of you to understand the workings, to rationalize what we do. But again, and I can't stress this often enough, to keep the lore of TCI, to keep really the essentials, the Miss PI pageant, our love of volleyball, some of the things that make us unique as an organization. So again, this year we'll all have a chance to operate with those new bylaws. If you see problems, if you see inconsistencies, or if you think we can just make them better, let me know, let Megan know, and hopefully you'll find them helpful. Thank you.